A reality check now. Having your car towed is bad enough, but many people in Mobile are finding it difficult to get their cars back because there's no one at the tow yard. NBC 15's Nicole Fierro is investigating. Nicole, police say that's costing crash victims more money just to get to their vehicles.
Greg, when your vehicle is placed in a lot like this, you need to pay to get it out, but there has to be someone there to take your payment and give you your car back. Well, that's not always happening. When police need to tow a car, they work from a list of qualified companies. There are several rules about the tow trucks, like being on call around the clock and the fees you have to pay, but there's not a requirement for someone to be in the tow yard's business office so you can get your car back.
If we call you as a closest record, well, you should respond from that location. The vehicle should go back to that location, and you and your insurance company should have access to that vehicle during business hours.
But Hodge says that doesn't happen. He says some companies do not have a worker on the clock during business hours, then charge car owners an extra fee to call someone out.
This stuff is very disturbing. I mean, to see how some of these guys are operating, I don't know how they do it.
We decided to see for ourselves which companies were staffed during business hours today, starting on Moffett Road. Harrelson's Towing Company has 5 different locations on the city's rotation list. We had trouble finding their location on Moffett Road near Bear Fork, but the neighbors next door told us no one's typically there. It's just a fenced-off piece of land with a couple cars locked up. At another Harrelson's at Moffett and Wolf Ridge, no one answered. At their 3rd Moffett Road location at the 6900th block, we did see a full staff.
649.
This employee got the boss on the phone.
You can imagine what he said. He'd rather not be on camera.
No, he doesn't. Next, Hub City Towing has a location on Government. We asked 2 companies in that location where an employee could be, but we were told no one's there unless called. Hi, I'm with NBC 15. I'm hoping. We went to Hub City's main location to find out more. An employee tells us there's always someone from Hub City at all of their locations. Southport Towing's Daniel Williams told me the same thing when we got his take on the situation last week.
I've been running it with my dad since 2002.
We saw him and employees at their Hyde Street location. On Dauphin Island Parkway, there was no one around, and we didn't see anyone at their Government Street shop either. Right now, City Code doesn't currently require companies to have an employee at each location during business hours. That's something police want to change, and they'll address it at the Public Safety Committee meeting next. Live in Mobile, Nicole Fierro, NBC 15 News.